Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Chanticleers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Jacksonville State. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're working that left side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Second down coming up. Makes the grab. It's Collier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster. They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They booted away on 4th down. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. the drive. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an
He's running free down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, shot to clear. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got it in the middle, it's Collier. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves it with 3rd and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Proctor.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. sticks and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Now from inside the red zone. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he muffs it, a loose football. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. You saw it right there on the crossing.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third down, he drops to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's another shot to clear.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes a connection. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The shot that clears are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Stokes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the shot that clears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The shot that clears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the shot that clears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes ahead. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal!
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. Down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Out of the end zone. And the ball comes out. Oh, inviting disaster. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
He leaves it with the back. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Gamecocks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's going for it all. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Motion from the back. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They boot it away. Fields the punt. He wants to make a play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The shot that clears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Flanagan. Bringing the heat. Open space at the 25. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Collier. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Gordon. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Makes the catch. It's Collier. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Wants to go up top on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To throw, it's Flanagan. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
And he tacks on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll open the second half on the ground. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 after the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. This time it's complete. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the shot to clear has come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Just keep slinging it. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've throwing the completion and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The shot that clears are on the move. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Otis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the shot that clears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, entered the goal line. Touchdown, shot to clear. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
To the air, it's Flanagan. Finds the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's Flanagan. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
This is why third down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. The short hands, it's Gordon. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll go to the ground. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those
turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
There's so many guys on this offense that can hurt you for explosive plays. You saw a huge gain there coming on the ground.
And the defense sort of, at some point, a couple of guys said, yeah, I'm not going to catch him. Let me just coast on in on this one.
You've got to make the first attempt to tackle. If you don't get this guy down on the ground right away, you better have lots of bodies running towards him because he will kill you with his speed.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Stanley. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they... Oh, it's a fumble! They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air. It's Flanagan. Looking for a huge play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. He's got 98 yards rushing now here in Week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
The shot that clears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up for this 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Gets it done. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on to the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.